We're like a week behind on this somehow, but there was like full-blown Rutgers basketball scrimmage footage that dropped. We should preface this conversation by saying that Dylan Harper did not play, as far as I could tell. I believe he is nursing an injury, but Ace Bailey certainly did, as did
Who?
many other members of the Rutgers basketball team. Ace Bailey?
Not on this podcast.
Arius Bailey?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're referring to him as.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
That because his name is Arius.
I understand his name is Arius, but like Ace is a pretty great name as well.
Yeah, but if I had to pick one name that's better than Ace, it would be Arius.
How about can we meet in the middle and call him Air Bailey? Because that's crazy too.
All right, we'll work on it.
I'm gonna go with Air Bailey. So Air Bailey was incredible in this footage. I forget, somebody tweeted this onto my timeline last night. Might have been like no ceilings, maybe, unless I'm confusing it, but um it was like random because it was no ceilings. No ceilings just put a little clip together of Ace Bailey in the Rutgers scrimmage, and it looks incredible. And then I went down the rabbit hole and realized 6 days ago there's full scrimmage footage. I wish I would have seen this a week ago. The point is, Ace looks really, really good, and I have some very, very early overreactions to this footage. Cart, what was your reaction to the Rutgers scrimmage footage?
That I need Pikel to do the thing this year. I need him. I need him to not stifle this team because Dylan Harper, Arius Bailey, and Jeremiah Williams, before I even touch the front court, I think is three. You have two special players in the fold there, and you have one good player. And that's no disrespect to Jeremiah Williams, but he's just not a top 5 pick like Dylan Harper and Arius Bailey are going to be. And you just need to go all in on that. Just go all in on that. These two freshmen paired with Jeremiah Williams, I think can be special enough to make noise in the Big Ten. And when I say like make noise, I'm talking like there's a world where if you gave me like Rutgers plus 1,500 to win the Big Ten, I'm throwing money on that.
Oh, you got him
Because
9-1 right now. What are you begging for 15-1 odds for? You got him 9-1. If you think this, 9-1's a good number.
I'm getting greedy.
I don't want to get greedy. I don't like it. If you think this, you got a good spot for it right now. People think UCLA and Michigan State are double as likely as this Rutgers team with Air Bailey and Dylan Harper to win this league. Let's step back broadly on that one for a second, because
Michael,
I'm gonna bite my tongue for a variety of reasons. I'm just gonna speak for myself. I'm gonna address things that only I have said. I'm not gonna speak to the public at large here. I am speaking to myself for the next 3 minutes, Cart. You idiot. You dumbass. What were you thinking doubting this group? Let's just pause for a second. Ace Bailey, or Air Bailey, as I will now refer to him forever, is just way, way better than I don't want to say that I realized. I knew he was like the prospect that everyone thinks he is. Like he should go top 5 in the draft. But like I'm overrating the concerns about what Pikel's going to do to this group. Like at a certain point, no matter what system you're running, talent's talent. And like the guy trying to check you across from you can't. And there's going to be a bunch of dudes who have to match up with Air Bailey this year that aren't going to be able to check him, Cart.
wait, are they going to do? Wait, is Piper going to do the thing?
They might do the do him thing.
Wait,
I don't know.
We don't need offense. Do him.
But here's part of this though. Air Bailey is so much more than just get out of my way, let me score. Like he can obviously do that. And I think for the last year of his life, he's been asked to do that with where he's played. The thing is, based on this footage, Cart, what popped off the screen was his passing. Like you go through the highlights from the Rutgers scrimmage that came out. Now, Dylan Harper's not there. He is throwing dimes across the court to shooters, find bigs.
The skip pass cross quarter to my man's the 3, the white boy with the half sleeve. That was a nice ass pass.
Dude, every single possession was a special pass from a dude with his frame that's built like a forward that is a scorer too. Like I don't know how it's going to work with Dylan Harper because Dylan Harper is obviously also an on-ball guy. But to me, like I knew part of the sell of Bailey the prospect was versatile in passing. I didn't realize it looked like that. And if I'm supposed to be concerned about what Peichel's going to run offensively, maybe I should stop being concerned when we realize there's a dude that big who can pass like that and is just going to see shit and make it happen, you know?
Yeah, well, I think one of my favorite plays from that was he got the board, he dribbled down, right? And he was trying to like make a move to go to the basket. Noticed that there wasn't really any numbers, right? Takes a quick step back. You think maybe he's gonna pull like maybe a tough shot, a tough three. He waits for the big man to get down there, kind of ins and outs, sets up the pick and roll. Euro steps to the left, draws two, and then dishes to a guy at the block. Like that, it's Peichel and them got one, man. They got two really, really good players here. And you know, even some of the other big, like the freshman big Landon Somerville, I think is going to be a player by the time he leaves Rutgers. Rutgers has something here, and I think that people need to just maybe take notice to the team that might have two top 5 draft picks.
Yeah, people being me. I need to not overthink this. That's where I'm at. Like I've spent 3 months overthinking like why can the team with the two most talented players on the floor fail? I need to
Just not do
reframe
that.
that completely. It's not
Yeah,
there's no reason to do that. Now I do want to see what it looks like with Dylan in the mix. I would assume it looks like having two Ace Baileys. Dylan Harper's completely different, but God, man, you just drop another dude that talented on it. And the reality is they are going to play however many games this year. There won't be a game unless they play Duke where Rutgers doesn't have the two most talented players on the floor.
facts.
That that's
Right. That's facts.
that should be enough, man.
You know who it's enough for?
Steve Peichel.
No, it's enough for me.
Also, maybe while we keep crapping on Peichel and offensive concerns, spin zone. Could Peichel just get this ragtag group of 11 other guys to just embrace defending? Because he's a great defensive coach. We know that. But, like, what if the same way Rick Barnes last year with Tennessee was like, hey, we got this supremely talented scorer. He's going to take 25 shots a game. Everybody else, just be okay with that and guard your ass off. And we'll be great and we'll win a bunch of games. And everybody bought in and it worked. Like, there's a world where he does that, right?
Yeah, there is. There's also a world where Peichel basically shows Ace Bailey mag film every single day and is like, this is what I want you to be.
I might be bought in on Rutgers, man. I'm so easily wooed. That's the takeaway from this. Car, you know what I love about you?
That I'm handsome?
You're reliable. I can count on you. You know, honestly, you remind me of Aaron Henry a little bit. Remember when, like, you know, their back was against the wall, nothing was going right, and man just showed up every day. He didn't make excuses. There were no problems. There were just solutions.
Sounds like me.
That's you. And it also reminds me of Duncan Mechanical Solutions, because if you're looking for quality furnace repair, look no further than the heating and air experts that you can trust. Comfort and quality are their standard. They're an HVAC company that serves Northeast Indiana and Southern Michigan, whether it's heating and air conditioning, plumbing, kitchen and bath remodeling, or emergency services when you need them most. Duncan Mechanical Solutions has reliable service that you can count on. Cart, remember when your basement almost exploded?
I remember when my basement almost exploded. I remember when my furnace itself was acting funny. I remember when my AC was acting funny. I wish I had Duncan in my back pocket. I wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been anywhere in northern Indiana or southern Michigan that hasn't been perfectly cool or perfectly warm, depending on when the day called for. And that's because of Duncan Mechanical Solutions. They are the presenting sponsor for the month of July. Shout out to Duncan Mechanical Solutions. Go to duncanmechanicalsolutions.com to learn more.